An engineer from Hinge broke down how the likes are distributed on Hinge. 58% of women are competing for the top 10% of men. He explained that 16% of all likes from women go to only the top 1% of men on the app. The top 5% of men hoovering up nearly half of the likes from women. Women are way pickier, so it means they're competing for a smaller group of men. Crazy, right? Follow for more interesting facts about the dating industry.
I just met this girl and she's already cooking. That's how it all starts. Then comes the nagging and accusing, and everything else starts going downhill from there.
I hate to say this, but I think that women have to lower their standards. The amount of chronically single girlfriends that I know, either approaching their 30s or already in their 30s, that are like wanting to settle down and have a family, but can't, is an epidemic at this point. And we're talking about women that are financially stable, have educations, are beautiful, have their fathers in their lives, like come from nice families. So I'll have conversations with my friends and they'll say things like, oh, like, you know, I want him to make like at least $200,000 a year, like at minimum. He has to be in shape. Like, I really like a guy with a six pack. I love a guy who's like 6'2". I need a guy with like a full head of hair. Like, I can't do bald guys. Every single time you throw a new specification into what you desire, the only person that fits within the parameters of what you are looking for exists in your fucking dreams.
It's funny how with these women, you don't actually have to meet all of these standards to sleep with them, but they're going to make you jump through all these hoops to get into a relationship with them.
That.
Tell me why I get so mad when an ugly man approaches me or tries to hit on me.
Good question. So let's try to figure it out together. First possibility. Perhaps this guy is just really comfortable in his own skin, has really good self-esteem, but is kind of lacking self-awareness. So he doesn't really know where he sits on a scale of 1 to 10, but he finds you really attractive, and maybe he's just willing to shoot his shot, and that level of confidence makes you feel a bit uncomfortable. Second, perhaps on a scale of 1 to 10, he believes that he is somewhere between a 4 to 5, but you an 8 to 10. Wow, but it's a higher risk, high return investment, meaning that he is willing to risk the humiliation of rejection, assuming that in the best case scenario, you would be interested, and maybe you're just not into guys that take risks. Third, and we're still just hypothesizing here, perhaps he still does believe he is a 4 or 5, but thinks of you to be on the exact same level as him. However, you perceive yourself to be more of an 8 or a 10, which is fine, you do live a confident queen, but now you're feeling somewhat offended because how dare someone of his level even venture into your league, leading you to believe that it is fully justified not only to take offense, but to call somebody else ugly.
So, are you single or in a relationship?
Not gonna answer that one.
You wanna get in there?
Yeah.
Yeah, are you single or in a relationship?
I'm in the relationship.
With her?
No, we're not.
Y'all aren't together?
What?
That's what she said.
Y'all aren't?
Okay, anyways, let's keep him out. Bye-bye.
Yeah, this guy's gonna make you Snapchat fucking famous.
Keep going, keep going.
She ruins a relationship within seconds just for her to go viral.
Some of my guy friends gave me permission to make a Hinge account for him.
And why is that?
Because I was telling him how easy dating is with dating apps. And he was telling me that it's incredibly difficult. And I was like, Pete, you must be doing something wrong. And he gave me permission to create an account for him and just run the account.
And how is it going so far, being a guy on a dating app?
I've been a virtual boy for 3 days, and I've never felt this bad about myself. I feel like a freaking loser trying to get these girls to like me, and I'm starting to hate women.
Oh dear, it doesn't sound like it's going very well at all, but let's hear what's going on.
Pete's about a 6, but I'm so desperate I'm liking the 2s and the 3s, and even they won't like me back, Pete, which is a 6.
Gee, I wonder what could be going on here.
So what level of delusion has entered women's heads? Like, what is going on? It is so difficult dating as a boy. I hate it. I'm on day 3 of being a boy, and I hate women, and I'm more depressed than ever.
That is truly unfortunate, and I am genuinely sorry to hear that. But in my opinion, this is just a reflection of the times that we are currently living in, which so many people, in this case, a great many women, are very heavily influenced every single day by what they see on social media, that they are absolutely convinced that they all should be going for the same group of men, the ones that are considered to be 10s by most of society. And unfortunately, they are missing out on a lot of great opportunities because just because a guy doesn't look like a 10 doesn't mean that he might not be an actual 10 in regards to what type of person he is and his personality.
She was only a boy for 3 days, dating as a boy for 3 days on the app. Now imagine what men go through. That's a day-to-day for most men, not just also on the applications, even in physical life. You've seen what those other women before this clip was said, that they shouldn't be dating men that are less attractive. You know, so you have that, and then you have the height thing, and then you have the financial thing. So like there are these specifications or standards that women get to set. I want him to make this much or this amount of money in a year. I want him to be this tall. I want him to be attractive. I want him to have a personality. I want him to be ABC. So you find that there are few men. If you filter, you get a population of men. Then you filter in those qualities. You see it will just be few men, and that's what the other video, the first clip in the video, shows the data that it's only 5%, or the first 1% and 5% get the likes from women on these dating apps. To be specifically, I think that was to be specific, I think that's Hinge. The data shows that only 1 and 5% get likes from very attractive women. The rest, they don't get likes. So if I was 6 guy, you find that you'll be getting likes from 2s, 1s, even the 4 themselves, they won't still be liking the 1%, you know.
So I got tagged in this post, and she did an experiment. She took one of her guy friends' information and made a Hinge account and decided that she was going to go dating as him on Hinge to see what it was like as a man dating in today's society. She's depressed. On day 3, she's depressed and she's ready to give up in less than 72 hours. Now, she said that her friend was a 6, right? But she said she's even getting rejected by 2s and 3s, that she got so desperate to get a match, she started swiping on or checking off hearting 2s and 3s just to get some movement, just to make herself feel better, just to get her in the game. And I'm going to tell you, gentlemen, this is where you go wrong. This is why being a passport bro is such a beautiful thing. Dating in America has gotten out of hand to the point where 2s, 3s, and ladies with very wide backs believe that they are in the higher echelon of the dating pyramid. So you might want to take this trip with us, passport bros, and go to a place where you are celebrated and wanted and not tolerated.